Hello and welcome back to Flipping Motors UK. Today I'm going to show you around one of my auction buys, but first of all I've got the Astra ready for sale. It's all nice and clean now. It wasn't too bad at hindsight. It had been in the garage a little while, getting pushed back, but there was a bit of a dirty feel in the car, like all the grime around the handbrake and so on. It's come up really nice. It's got a nice clean feel, clean smell. It'll be a nice car for someone. It's only done about 98,000 miles. And I mean, yeah, there might be the odd scuff here and there, but for what I'm asking for it, might as well be giving it away on a raffle. It's going to be less than 1,500 quid. And I don't know how it's showing up in the sun on the camera, but it's not actually too bad. It's only quite a basic model with the steel wheels. Plenty of polish left over. But yeah, really nice and tidy inside. The seats are clean. Be a great little car for someone, little 1.4 petrol's cheap, rooted in Shoei. Focus is about to get the same treatment too. That's about to be all cleaned up. That's had a new gearbox. I put a new clutch in it. That's how it comes up. Give it a good polish and so on. I think the seats need a bit of a scrub in this one as well. Went through an MOT as well. A couple of little advisories, which I'm assured aren't really too bad. It was probably more just to cover testing. And here is a star of the show. So this is the most expensive car I've ever bought. Auction hammer went down at £3,300, which is a couple of hundred quid over cap below. From there I got a provisional bid of 3,500, which I decided to accept. After fees it was about 3,860, something like that. It was from Wilson's in Washington, but why so cheap? These cars are meant to be quite desirable, aren't they? And I'm sure on retail it says about £7,000. So that's a huge profit margin. Well, if it doesn't need anything and you get your asking price. Let's have a little look then, see what we can find. So front wing, front bumper in good condition. A couple of scratches that we'll polish out. It's got the nice upgraded headlights on it with the LED lights. Headlight washers do work as well. I do apologise for any wind noise. Brakes are good. There is slight grazing to the offside front alloy wheel. And the tyre has about, I'd say about 4mm left on there. All nice and tidy down the side. No scuffs, no dents, nothing like that. Over to the offside rear. You probably do need a good polish around there on the rear quarter, which I always do anyway, especially on a car of this value. 5mm on the rear tyres, brakes again in good condition, there's no juddering, nothing like that. Centre cap, missing its VW badge, probably just source a new one of them for what it will cost us. The wheel is in good condition. Very slight grazing to the plastics on the arch trims. So it's a 63 plate, so this is a facelift Mark 1 Tiguan. It's a 2-litre TDI and it is a 4-motion as well, which is part of the issue. Really good looking car, that I think it's a car that would appeal to quite a lot of people, but have a look at that reflection of the Focus there. There's something not quite right, is there? This tyre, which is a Nankan, is again about 5mm, and this is where part of the issue starts. So you can see this door here has had paint previously, and you can see around there as well. So what I want to do is, I don't know if I'm going to bother painting it. I think I'm just going to get a second-hand door for it, to be totally honest. Second-hand door, and it's probably not going to be an R-line one, so you can just swap these trims on the bottom there, because they have a different trim on the R-line model. The door's about £200. Front one's all alright though. You've got a couple of small marks on the near side front alloy wheel, and this tyre has about, I'd say, 5mm on it too. Again, brakes in good condition all round. It drives really well with no knocks or bangs, and for all its 2-litre TDI 140, I tell you what, it absolutely flies. It feels nearer 200. Honestly, I don't know if it's been remapped or anything. Get inside because that wind noise is terrible. Oh. There we go. The most expensive car I've bought. It's got a nice chunky style steering wheel, similar to the R models. Doesn't need much of a cleaning here, to be fair. It's been very well kept by its previous owner. This one's done 108,000 miles from new. It has a touchscreen, climate control. Only thing I'm a bit disappointed with is being the R-Line and being, you know, such a high spec. I thought there'd be a bit more inside. I'd have hoped for heated seats. I'd have hoped for a sat-nav, but it doesn't have that. And even more surprisingly, it doesn't even have a cruise control. But to be fair, the last two Audis that I've done, the A3 and the Q3, neither did they. I'm quite surprised at that, to be honest. Mirrors don't fold in either. But the lights are automatic. Obviously, they are the stylish ones with the LEDs, the fancy headlight washers and all that. But overall, a very clean car. The grey part of it, that's my energy for today, by the way. I'm absolutely exhausted. The grey part of the seats, you probably give that a quick scrub over with my new Alcantara cleaner. But other than that, they're in really nice condition. They have got the R emblem etched onto the headrests. It has got the darker headline in being the R, which me personally I do like. It gives it a nice sporty feel. But I can't see any rips, tears. The interior really is. It's got to be 9 out of 10 if you ask me. Let's start it up quickly. Those 2 moments. So I've been driving about in this car for a few days and I'm really impressed. There you go, it's running really well. Is of course a 2 litre TDI 140, and it also has the 4Motion, as I've mentioned before, which is part of the issue. I'm going to show you now. This is a private road, by the way. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it. Can you hear that scraping from the front there? So that's one of two things. So it's either a, trying not to scuff my wheels. There we go. And I'll also show you that it absolutely flies. It's quite impressive actually, isn't it? Lovely car. I'll tell you what, one thing is that wound up, it doesn't have any of that, but it's got park assist. Who wants that? And also it does have the front and rear sensors as well. Okay, well I would have preferred them heated seats, to be totally honest. I'm losing my train of thought now, aren't I? What was I saying? Yes, so it's one of two things. It's either a prop shaft, which apparently are very common on the Tiguan 4Motions at this age, or it is a transfer box, which you'll check by disconnecting the prop shaft, spin the car up on the ramp, essentially drive it on the ramp, so you're not really going anywhere, and see where the noise, we'll see if the noise continues when the prop's disconnected. Then you know it's either the transfer box or the prop shaft itself. I think it's a transfer box. It's coming right from the front centre, but who am I to guess? The only other thing I've noticed on the car, there's a very slight blow, and if you're one of these that does check the MOT history, you'll be able to see that the front flexi pipe has been advised on the last MOT. I can't actually show you it from there. Them console bushes look new as well. They're quite common on these. But yeah, I think it's going to need a flexi, a new one, welding, repairing something. It's all quite heavily undersealed. The people that have had this car have been from Scotland, so good on them. They've looked after it. I'm guessing it's preserved the car, ready for me buying it and ready for the next owner. As I mentioned, it is a £7,000 retail car still. I think I've gone a bit above my own expectations there, because that's the type of car people will be asking the dreaded question for a small dealer like me. Do you offer finance? To which the answer is, no, but you can get a bank loan. Yeah, what do you do though? What do you do? Someone will quite happily come and buy this car. I'll probably have it more up for about £6,000 or something, to be fair. And someone's going to get a really nice car for it. I love that steering wheel. It's a pleasure to drive. It's just a shame it doesn't have heated seats. We do have a bit of history with it, more so from when it was a bit younger, I'm afraid. But again, another good Wilson's buy, same as the 2 EcoBoost, same as the Astra. Wilson seems to be the place to buy cars if you want to make some money. Well, apart from that Mini that potentially has head gasket issues and a gearbox issue, but we'll gloss over that. So yeah, what do you think? Have I got a good buy? Is it a car you'd have bought yourself? I know obviously the reason it was in the auction is someone's heard the whirring noise from the front. It still drives fine, it's just a bit noisy. There's obviously a bearing on the prop shaft, or the transfer box has a noisy gear in it. Like I say, a prop shaft I haven't looked into. I'd probably just get a second-hand unit or get it rebuilt. With a bearing and so on. I think there's a place up Durham that does it. Or the other option is a transfer box. I think they're on eBay for about 150 to 250 £. I think it was 150 plus 50 postage. I'd probably do that and get my garage to fit that, to be fair. And well, obviously if that was the issue anyway. But yeah, I think I've got a good buy here, so let's add it up. So after fees, the car was 3,800, we'll say £60. Fuel costs, so on, we'll say 3,900. And then from there, we've got a door to bottom, which is 200 quid. A transfer box, we'll say 200 quid at a guess. And then we'll say get the same in labour. Okay, so now we're at £4,500. A couple of minor dents, a couple of minor scuffs on the alloy wheels. Say we're up to about another 150 quid or something there, valeting costs, which I charge myself. So even if it owes us 47, who knows, it might need something underneath. I know it's got plenty of MOT and so on. Obviously, the exhaust, say it's going to owe us 5 grand. If I can get 6 for it, a grand profit will do, or to potentially could even charge a little bit more, because what a lovely looking car it is, by the way. And I can't stress how good it looks at night as well, with them lovely lights lit up, all LED. The car's had a lot of compliments. It really does look the part. The Megane will be traded on. I don't have time to be faffing about with this. I want to try and have a bit of a clear out, ready for the new year, get rid of some of the stock like the Mini that's causing me trouble. Be nice to sell a couple of these little cheapies as well. They're both going to be around the 1,500 quid mark. I think I said 1,400 for the Astra, and I think it was 1,600 for the Focus, which is a lovely, lovely car. I know if there was a subscriber actually messaging about that one, I could obviously do that for 1,500 quid. All right. Mini, I think that's going to go to the auction in the new year, and I've bought a BM which is turning out to be a bit of a headache. Not this one. This one's just sat there in the corner doing absolutely nothing. But the BM down there, I'm going to swap the wheels off and try and get my money back on it, I think, and then get some nice new wheels for my car. What do you think? Would you have bought a Tiguan? Would you be happy with that buy? I think it's a cracking buy from Wilson's again. Going to try and build up a good partnership with them. We've got G3 as well. They were messaging me a few weeks if I fancy coming back down. At the moment, while I'm working, it is quite difficult to get down on a Thursday, but I'm just going to tell you now, I'm going full time. I'm going full time. I'm going to sell a few cars. I've got my recovery truck that I've got sat around that I could be using, making a bit of money. And what I've done just to be safe is I've called on my old friend, the takeaway shop, just to do a couple of nights a week, keep the money coming in. I'll be using my old BM estate to do that. But yeah, not a decision I've taken lightly. It's taken me years and years and years, but I finally feel like I'm in a position now where I can do it. And thanks to you guys as well. The support from you guys has been tremendous. Obviously, colleagues, friends, family members, thank you very much. I'm there. Let's hope the next thing is I have to succeed mine, but we'll see how it goes. So yeah, 10th of January I leave my job, and I will be working full-time as a car dealer. Well, and a few other little bits and pieces, just because I'm worried, obviously, understandably, but I'm a single guy, I live on my own, minus a dog, and I think now's the best time to do it. I think I'd regret it if I didn't, so yeah, thank you very much, guys. Really do appreciate that. Honestly, I'm so excited, but I'm so nervous at the same time. Hope you've enjoyed this short video, and also looking around my most expensive car yet. I'm quite pleased with that buy. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe, because now I am going full time. Guess what? I've got more time to do more videos. The cars can go to market quicker. They can be sold quicker. They can be picked up quicker. Should be all right, shouldn't I? Anyway, take care, guys. Have a lovely Sunday. Take care. Bye-bye.